students, welcome to today's social studies class. Chapter 1, Reading and Analyzing Maps. Already you have learned a lot about maps in the class 6 and 7. So how to read a map, how the symbols are useful, and how different kinds of maps are useful to know different kinds of things about a particular place. How the direction helps, how the distance helps in reading maps. But in this year, we are going to know the history of maps, actually how the people started using the maps from the ancient period. So you can observe here, reading and analyzing of maps. So in the class 6, you have read about the maps, how to read the heights on a map. So you have learned with the example of Nimpur village, where you have learned how to measure the height of Nimpur village. You have observed that at 50 meters, you have observed the village. At 100 meters, you have observed the temple. Do you remember that? The Nimpur village. And how the counter lines help to identify the heights. So nowadays, since everything is advanced, we take the pictures from the satellite. What is the difference between a photograph and a map? How the difference we can identify? Here, I'll show you. If you have a textbook, you can see in the textbook. Otherwise, you can observe here. You can observe this is one of the picture which is taken from the satellite. And this is one of the map, which is made by map makers. So what is the difference between these two? You can observe in the picture, in the photograph, we doesn't get the clear idea about the borders and what kind of vegetation is there or what kind of climate is there. These all information we doesn't get in the photographs. Where coming to maps, map gives us all the detailed information about a particular place, the boundaries and the vegetation, kind of crops grown there or where the forests are there, where the rivers flow. These all clear idea is given by maps. So photographs. Also when we have learned about the Nimpur village, we have seen the photograph of Nimpur village, which hide some of the information. So here you can observe in this, we doesn't have the clear picture due to the clouds, and we have just some part of the earth is visible in this, and where this picture, it is a map which gives the complete information about the different continents, different countries, everything, and colors are used here which gives a clear idea about the map. Okay, as we have learned, yes, so map is also made in different types according to the needs. Some maps gives us the information about the vegetation. Some gives the weather report, some gives the kind of soil which is found in the different places. So map is specifically used for a particular need, and even the route maps are also found which are used at the time of travel from one place to another. So according to the need of the people, the maps are designed. But even you can see, we get the Google map. Google map gives us the information about different, even in this also symbols are used, the routes are used, and colors are used to represent everything. It is also a sketch map. It is not a photograph. If you find a photograph, even from the satellites we get the photographs. And where it is particularly not giving the clear sketch of that area or perfect information about it. So you can see map, what is the difference between map and photograph. Nowadays both are used by us to get the information. But what about the maps in the ancient time. How the people were able to know how the people in the other countries are living and what is the way to go to that country. Where are the oceans, how many continents are there, how the people used to get this information about different continents and oceans. So as you know, we want to know about the history. Let us go with the chronology. What do you mean by the word chronology? Chronology is nothing but periodizing a particular time or sequencing the events when it happens. Let us sequence these events, what happened in the ancient period, how the maps were used in the ancient period, and we will continue this periodization. Periodization, how it is being history periodized. So what does it mean, or we can say the chronology of maps. Timeline. We can also define it as chronology of maps or periodization of maps. However, so we will find from the year 100 CE to 700 CE, how were the maps used? As we know, this is known as the ancient period. Ancient period. How were the maps used in the ancient period? So as you know, in the ancient period we discussed about the early man, about the Harappan civilizations, and we have this also came to know about the emperors. And before this there was a Vedic period, and how were the maps analyzed at the time of Vedic period. And Mahabharata is considered to be the most ancient epic, and it also gives sketch maps of India and the entire world. Let us see one of such map from the Mahabharata. You can observe this map. Here you can observe the salt ocean, that is Indian Ocean, and Bharat Varsha, this is India. And here you can see these symbols which are used to show the mountains. You can observe the Himalayas, and here Mount Meru is considered to be the center of the entire map. And here Milky Ocean is nothing but the Arctic Ocean in the north. And here you can observe the continents are considered as Jambudvipa and Kutu, Mala and Varsha. You can observe here these are the continents, and again these are the mountain regions. So do you get clear idea about this now? Is this give all the information clearly, or some information is missing? Here also you can observe different symbols are used by them to show different things on the map. So here you can see earth, rivers, seas, skies. Often this speculation was depicting varieties on the map. So it is also said that how the India was ruled by the rulers and what were the names of the places. Even now also we use the same names of like Panchal. Now also it has the same name, Panchal, Pura, and yes, Meru Mount. And here one more map we can observe at the time of Vedic, where the world was considered as 7 continents and 7 seas. In this map, only 7 continents are mentioned. You can observe the Bharatakhanda, India here, and which is attached with the Jambudvipa, which is now known as the Russia. Okay, then now here, these information is not complete about the entire world, where the people used to consider only these continents like Europe, Russia, Asia and Africa were the continents at that time. Until this period, the historians, or we can say map makers, doesn't have the idea that there are 2 other continents which are North America and South America. So up to here we came to know that land was considered as a plate, a disc, and it was a blind belief that if you cross this disc you are going to lose your life. So there were some limitations to travel, and the people were in a superstition that the earth is in a disc form and we cannot survive if we go beyond that. And oceans too may have maintained elaborate maps, because the people used to travel from place to place. The sailors, they have their own record at the sail, and they used to make note down of this. Since they doesn't have any upper view of the maps were not clear. So this is the information which was collected by different sailors from the different countries. And actually why this was made, this was because of the people used to travel from one place to another to know the culture and for business. So this is how we get one part of information up to the 700 CE. And we will continue this in the next class, how the further studies of the maps help us to find the information. Now you are going to write one part of the information, that is, you are going to write how were the maps designed